Hey guys, my name is Scoby and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to set up SNES9X, which is a Super Nintendo emulator that will let you play SNES games on your PC. Let's jump right into this. So the first thing you'll need to do is open up your web browser and come to this link. This will be for the SNES9X website. Once we're here, we're going to be clicking downloads on the right side, and here we will see a list of locations where you can download this emulator from. In this case, we're going to be coming to Emulator Zone here. We're going to be downloading the latest 64-bit version at the time of recording, which is 162.3. Left click this and let your download begin. Now while we have our browser open, we're also going to be coming to this link and we're going to be downloading and installing 7-zip. This is a bit of an optional one depending on how you get your games. However, it is still a good choice to have this on your PC. Simply come here, click download and let 7-zip download. Once you have these two files downloaded, the first thing you're going to be doing is installing 7-zip. Locate your file, double click yes on the Windows pop-up that shows up. Select an install location. I'm going to be leaving it on my C drive. Click install, click close, and now 7-zip will be installed. From this point, we're going to be installing SNES9X. To this, we're going to be extracting our file. Right click, show more options, 7-zip, extract files, click OK. And it's going to extract it into a new folder here. And we're going to be looking for our 9X exe file. We're then going to be installing our emulator using this exe file, double click it, and our emulator will open directly. From this point, we're going to be talking about games. And I will mention in today's video, I'm not going to be showing you where to download games. You will need to source and download your own games. However, if you download your games, they will most likely come in a zip format. Now we can play zip files directly inside our emulator. However, if you downloaded a bunch of games in one file format, you'll first need to extract them out. And I'll just be extracting these out to show you how it will work in today's video. So if you need to extract something, we can right click, show more options, 7-zip, extract files, click OK, and then our files will extract. Here we're looking for one of two file formats, a .smc or a .sfc file, and either of these files will work inside our emulator. Now, if you have zip files, they will also load directly. So to be safe, it's better to extract your files. However, it's not a requirement in this emulator. From this point, we're going to be looking at a couple of options inside our emulator. We're going to be opening it back up. We're going to be clicking on emulation, settings. And one thing I want to point out here is the rewind buffer size. This will basically allow you to rewind your games, which is a really cool feature. By default, it'll be set to 0, so it will basically not allow you to rewind your games. Here, this number is in megabytes, so I'd recommend going to 32 MB. I'd suggest at most 100 megabytes, but I think 32 megabytes is a good starting point. Click OK. We're then going to be coming to the input tab, input configuration, and here we'll be able to set up a controller or set up our keyboard to be able to work in this emulator. Now, first thing we can do is select the joypad that we want to use, 1, 2, 3, or 4. So these will act as the slots inside your SNES. I'm going to be using the joypad 1, and here I'm going to be connecting a controller to my computer. I'm currently using an Xbox Series controller. However, most modern controllers will work, so you can use an Xbox One, Xbox Series, PS4, PS5 controller should be no problem. What we need to do is come here, select your joypad, and you need to map the buttons that you want to use. So for example, I'm going to be clicking on the up button, clicking the up button on my controller, and I need to go through and map all of my buttons on my controller to what the SNES would like. Now by default, it will be mapped to your keyboard, so you will need to manually set up your controller here. If you would like to set up multiple joypads, you can simply go to your other button. Now some of these, as mentioned, will be mapped to your keyboard, but feel free to go in here and set anything you would like. Once you're happy, click OK. We're then going to be coming to the video tab. We're going to be clicking on display configuration, and here we can set up a couple things. The first thing I'd recommend is changing your output method from Open3D to either Vulkan or OpenGL. These will typically give the best performance. If you are having issues running any games, which is unlikely with the simulator, you can feel free to switch between the three, so OpenGL will be a good backup, but by default, Vulkan is a good option. You can set up full screen or full screen on ROM open, which is my preferred choice, so when you load a game, it will open in full screen. You have the option to maintain aspect ratio, which you can set to 8:7 or 4:3. I personally like to leave this on, but if you would like to uncheck this so your games would stretch, you can feel free to enable that here. VSync is another good option. It can help with screen tearing, but it's not fully required in the simulator, but it can be a good option to set up. Underneath output image processing, by default it will be set to none, but here you can really experiment. These can have quite an impact depending on the type of game you're playing. One of the ones I like to use is Simple 3X. However, I do also see BRZ recommended a bit online. So I'm going to be setting mine up as Simple 3X. And for the high res, I'm going to be copying that as well. So again, here, experiment a little bit. Everything else I'm going to be leaving alone. Click OK. And now I've set up all the settings I'm happy with. From this point to load a game, we click on File, Load Game, and then locate to where your games are. Here, as mentioned, I can either select my zip file directly, or I can go in and select my SMC file. I'm going to be selecting my SMC file. And then as said before, it is going to load in full screen automatically. And just like that, you've set up an SNES emulator on your PC. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like. Subscribe if you're new. Check out the other videos on the channel. Until next time, guys, as always, keep it saucy. Peace.